So one of the issues that I saw over and over again implementing over $100 million worth of software over an 8-year period, everywhere from teams of maybe 5 to 10 employees, upwards of several thousand employee organizations, is the implementation itself is always a bigger project than people think it's going to be. When you're selling it as a salesperson, your job is to get the deal done, get the money in the door, make the company feel confident that the software is going to be installed and everything's going to be fine. And they have great intentions, and I was a CRO for a bunch of years and sold a lot of software. But the thing I would always tell business owners that are looking at implementing software is, whatever the cost of the software is, expect that you're going to spend at least that much in the implementation, if not more, sometimes 2 to 3 times the amount of cost. And that could be hard costs in dollars. It could also be cost in time of your people, of your resources. And so when you're choosing a software, what you want to do is you want to make sure that if you don't have a person in your organization that's really experienced at implementing software, almost the worst thing you can do is pull an important resource out of their role and have them moonlight as a software implementation consultant internally. It almost always goes wrong. Now, you're going to need those people to be champions, subject matter experts, but I would always suggest when you're implementing a software, even if you buy a package from the company that's selling you the tool, even if you do that, I would highly recommend bringing in an advisor that specializes in your style, your size of company, and specializes in the software that you're implementing, and particularly in your industry, because they're going to free up your team to do what your team does best, which is operate the business, generate revenue, take care of customers, whatever that is. They're also going to know what to avoid, what the issues are. If they specialize or they're a partner in the software you're implementing, they probably have direct contacts at that company that can help escalate when issues happen. They can solve technical problems. So that's what I always recommend, is just in your budgeting, plan number one to even if the implementation is free, and that's always a red flag to me. But even if the implementation is free, plan on spending at least as much as you're spending on the software on implementing it correctly. And there's a couple of benefits that are going to come with this. Number one, you're going to probably have a successful implementation. There's nothing worse than having a failed implementation because you didn't properly budget for the resources that it's going to take to actually get it done. And then that sets you back even further. It's even more expensive to have a failed implementation than to pay for a proper resource to come in and help you. Number two, it's going to keep your team members focused on their core jobs. They'll get pulled in when they need to be pulled in, but otherwise, it's not going to cause ripple effects through the organization. And number three, you're going to get faster time to value. You're going to be able to use that software faster, get more value out of it because you did the work up front to get that advisor, that person, that project manager into your organization to kind of work on your side. So that's my advice on implementing software. And hopefully your next project goes well. And if you need help, you could certainly use UpRank. What we do is we can help you find the right software to implement with our Smart Match technology. We could save you hours and hours of endless demos and phone calls and negotiations. We can really kind of act as your agent to make sure you get the right tools. And then secondarily, what we can do is we can match you up with the right advisors who can come in that are used to working with companies like yours, companies of your size, your stage. They're experts, they're vetted. You don't have to go out and post jobs and interview a bunch of people. You can just trust that we're going to provide you the right person to help you get the job done once you select your software. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.